Hey, Old Enough here, and on this video, I'm gonna show you how to make a trampoline in Roblox Studio. So in real life, a trampoline would actually make you jump high, and in other tutorials that I've seen so far, um, it will make you jump, but you have to press on the jump button. In this tutorial, it will automatically launch you into the air, and you can also change the properties or the height of the jump. All right. So yeah, just open up your Roblox Studio if you want to follow along. Then just open up a base plate. All right, we're just gonna create a simple trampoline, looking model. All right. So I'm gonna. What I did is clicked on part and added a cylinder. I'm gonna rotate it by pressing Control 4 on your keyboard to show this widget, and you should be able to rotate it in the direction that it's showing you. Okay, so I just made it stand right up, upright. Excuse me. All right, now just to press on F on your keyboard, and you should be able to rotate, making that object the center. We want to scale it up, so just press on Control 3, press hold Shift, scale it up some more, and some more. All right, let's try to press Control 2 to bring this widgets wherein you can just grab any of those arrows and you should be able to um, pull it or push it in the direction it's showing or it's pointing. Yeah. All right, now that's there. Just go back to your scaling, scale it back down. This time just by clicking on that red button and then just scale it down. Okay, this will be like the rubber of the trampoline. And let's try to lift it up just like so. Let's add another part, which is a block. Let's press an F so we can rotate around it. And we want to make it square. Okay, just Control 3. Just pull it just like so. Once it's done, hold down Shift. You can use any of these. And just Shift, pull it just like so. And you can now position it to let's make it a bit bigger. Right. Some more. Okay. Let's drag it down. Make it a bit smaller. Just so we can see the circle. Right. Okay, let's just try changing the color properties. The properties of your parts, these parts will be by default. If you didn't change or move it around, it should be on the lower right hand of your screen. Just look for the properties. This is the properties. There are properties. And look for color. By default, it's gray. Let's change it to black. Click on OK. And, we can also change the material. Let's try to make it. I don't know. It should be rubber, right? But it's not here. It can be fabric, right? Oh, there you go. Okay, let's go to circle. Change it to white. Let's change the, oh, of course you need to click on OK. Change the proper material to that should be a rubber. But since there's no rubber, let's go with smooth plastic. Didn't really change anything, but I think that's okay. All right, so if you test this out, play or press on F5 on your keyboard to insert your character or your player. Let's give it some time for my computer. And I'm sorry about the resolution of the video. I'm still using the Intel built-in video card, so it doesn't really load that fast. All right, so right now it's not doing anything. That's what we need to do scripting. All right, let's just stop this. Now let's go to your, make sure that how about we rename it? Let's right click and rename. Let's make this tarpaulin. I hope I'm spelling it right. Rename T base. Okay. All right, go back to your trampoline, click on the plus sign, then click on script. By default, this print hello world would, be there. And if you test it, F5, sure enough, it does print the word hello world. Okay, but I'm gonna remove that. Just delete this, and we want to type game.Workspace.Tarpaulin dot touched colon connect, and then we want to insert a function, and just type in hit. All right, now this line says that the part that we want where we have the script is in tarpaulin. If you also look at the what you call this level, the script is inside tarpaulin, and tarpaulin is inside workspace, and workspace is inside the game. All right, so it's just like saying the script, this person, if we want someone to look for a person, which is the script. We give them the address and we tell them directions, where to find it. So we want the computer or program, sorry, I don't know the technical term, but we want the game to look for that script, which is it can find it in the game, and then it needs to go inside Workspace and find Tarpaulin, and the script should be there, which is this script to run. Now, this line would say we also inserted an event, which is a built-in feature, a built-in script in Roblox, telling us that by the word itself, touched, saying that if it's referring to the tarpaulin, which is the part, if this tarpaulin or if this part is touched, it will trigger a function, which we will be defining. Okay, and what we want on the function to happen, what we want to happen is we want to change the properties of the character. We want the character to automatically jump and at the given height. So to do that, this word hit is a standard term that almost everyone uses. Hit because you're hitting, a character is hitting the part, or in our case, tarpaulin. So this hit is also like a data collection type. I'm not sure about the technical term, but what happens is it will get the information or the parent, or get the part that hits our tarpaulin. Now you can name it whatever you want, and what's gonna happen is every part in that you inserted in your game that touches this object or trampoline will trigger the function that we will be defining. However, if that object doesn't have a property, the same, the property that we will be defining here, it will cause an error in your script, which will break, it will break the script. Now, in our function, we should be able to make use of this by telling our script to identify only the character. And you can do that in order for the game to not have an error. We want it to only, we want the function to only work if a character or player hits the trampoline. You can do that by typing if space in the game dot players dot get colon get player from character, then hit dot parent. Okay. So hit dot parent would tell us, or the script, that to get the name, or yeah, the parent, the part that hits the tarpaulin. Because if you look here, if we play this game, if you look at game, if we are modeling the player or the character player is not in the workspace yet. Now, if for example we start to play, another object or parts will be added in the workplace, which is the character. Now the character also has a lot, is composed of different parts. Now this hit would actually get information on what part of that character has touched the tarpaulin. In our case, we want to like instruct this instance to just get the parent, which is, in our case, it is the humanoid. And humanoid is the object or the part, the main part that holds all the properties that we will be changing in the game. If you look here, we want to change jump, which only activates when we press on the jump button. And the computer, and the computer is space, I believe, by default. And another, just touching the right screen on your phone. Okay. And we also want to change the jump power. By default, it's 50, which is only that high. So let's go back to our script. All right. So now that we have defined it, so again, if the player, or if our character touches the trampoline, if it's a player that touches the trampoline, then we want it to change the jump power to 200. Also, dot jump to true. All right. So we will be changing the properties of a humanoid, or actually the parent. We want to change the properties of humanoid. Jump. Okay. Now, if you go back and play this, press F5 to play. Okay, so right now it's working. I'm not pressing the jump. It automatically lets the character jump. If you look here, the properties of this humanoid, let me go back and let it jump. Now, jump power changes to 200, and well, this um, this happens in an instant, so it does not really put a check. It doesn't show a check or not. As you can see, it's jumping. Okay, and there's one more thing that I want to show you. Alright, so like I mentioned earlier that the default jump height, jump power is 50, which we will double check. Let's go to our humanoid. Okay, jump power is 50. Watch that jump power. We go into our trampoline and it changes to 200. Yeah, I'm going to show you again how high the 50 is. So you can see the difference. Alright, so this is 50. Jump power is 50. Alright, so that's how high it is. If you go to the trampoline, it automatically jumps. And our jump power is 200. Now, the application, if for example, you want, there's another level in your game which is higher than normal. Maybe you're designing it to have different levels. In order to get there, you need to step on the trampoline, which you cannot reach if you have the default jump height or jump power. Oh, hold on. What's going to happen is this will fall. Let's make sure that it is anchored. Also, this one is anchored. This one is anchored. Play. Okay, so by default, we're 50. There's no way you can jump over that. So you need to go to trampoline, jump, and it will let you jump high and reach this plate. Okay, now the problem is with our current script, the properties doesn't change back. So moving forward on this game, where the jump power will stay at 200. So meaning you can always jump back to this plate even without going to the trampoline. Now we don't want that, or in this case, we don't want that. We want our player's jump height, jump power to go back to its default, which is 50. The way to do that is type in wait. And 0.1 should be enough, so that um, while the character or while the player is in the air, once it reaches when it reaches the once it goes back down, it should be enough time to for the properties jump power to go back to 50. Right? So we need to change. I can just copy this line. We need to change it back to 50. All right. Forgot to stop it. Then okay. Now it should fix the problem. Boom. Be able to jump here, and our jump power is back to 50. If you fall, then we should go back. We should use a trampoline to go back to that level. And yep, that's how you should do it. I'll put the script in the link below. Please like and share the video if you liked it, and consider subscribing. Leave a comment on if you have any questions or if you have any suggestions on what video you should be doing next. And yeah, don't forget to press on the notification bell so you don't miss out on the video, on the future videos. Thanks for watching. Yeah, as I mentioned, I will copy this and just leave it on the comment description on the video. You can copy paste it on your game if you need this kind of scripting in your game. Again, remember tarpaulin here would just be the name of the part, so you can name it whatever you want. So for example, you don't want tarpaulin, you just want to put maybe high jump. If you named it high jump, then don't forget to change the name here to high jump. It's very sensitive. I mean, if you typed it, if the spelling doesn't match, then it won't work. So that's it. Thank you.